What's going on, everybody? Back today, new webcam. Um, Finally, hopefully these videos will be coming out a lot clearer and a lot crisper, and you'll be able to see a little bit more of what I'm doing, and I won't have to say, "Oh, you can't see that," but now you'll be able to see everything I'm doing because this camera picks up everything, everything. That was just an MVP there. But anyways, this is just gonna be, it's not a review video, this is just gonna be kicking it back and showing you what I'm using, what I found that works, and at the end we're gonna do a contest, so that contest is gonna get out, and it's gonna be just to show you what we're contesting or giving away, I should say. Me. It's my beautiful telescopic tube. It's a mechanical mod, telescoping mechanical mod. I'll explain a little more about it later. I did a review for it, and I'll post a link for that somewhere in here later on. That's at the end. So if that's all you're interested in, just fast forward to that. I'm sure a lot of you will. So what I'm using, damn vapor linger in my face. What I'm using is what we're going to start off with, and what just works for me and what's probably working for a lot of you is a simple Ego Twist battery with an EVOD on there. These two together have gotten me through many a days at work, and a lot of you are going to be using them. I use them. I've broken 3 at work. I am a mechanic, so I'm dropping things all the time. This one's about seeing its last days from Fast Tech. It's a clone or whatever, but it works fine. You know, I get my 4 volts out of it. I put a little tank here with my Tranquility Trauma from Moon Mountain Vapor. And it just works. It just works great. This, I guess I use it every day. I have this, and I have a little Vision Spinner, a 400 mAh, which I don't have around me right now, that I also bring to work. So I bring 2 Egos, and I usually kill both Egos, or get close to killing both Egos by the end of the day, and empty almost both my tanks. Work long shifts, and I vape a lot at work because I'm in a garage, and nobody says anything to me. I get a lot of looks from customers when they see me walking around smoking or vaping in the shop, whatever you want to call it. But that's what I use on a regular day basis. This is something that's going to be, I think, next or next in the review queue. This is the Vapor for Life, not the Volt. Oh my god, what's this thing called? The Vapor Zeus. Grim Green did a video on this. Pissardo did a video on this. Now I'm going to do a video on this. I'm always last to the party. Grim Green said he was last to the party in one of the videos. Definitely not the case. That's me. This guy right here. I love this thing. I use this when I go out a lot. I like hands-free vaping. I like the fact that I don't have to press a button and I can just put it in my mouth. And it vapes fine. It vapes fine. It vapes stellar. Took on this to bars, family parties, whatever I'm doing. This just works great. We're going to look more in detail on this, and I'll tell you why I love it so much in a further review. But this is one of my go-tos recently. Just got this for my birthday recently. What else do I use on a daily basis? My MVP. This is the version 1. This is the version 2. I never did a review on this because I got it so late that the 2 was already out that I was like, nobody really cares anymore. So I didn't do a review on it. And this is the bluish version of it. And I'm using, a lot of my juices I'm using are Moon Mountain Vapor. This is a new one I got from them, Galaxy Grape. If you're a grape fan, try this stuff out. This stuff is great. It's a grape and a vanilla. It's not a candy grape. It's more of a vanilla, if you ask me, with a grape, with a subtle hint of grape. That's a good one. I still use it in my Pro Tank 1. It's a micro coil I put in here, which seems to be working rather well right now. A little gurgly right now, honestly. But that could be because it's been sitting for a while. I haven't used it. today at least. So I'm sitting overnight. And it works just well. I have this at, what do I have this at here? 4.2 volts. Look at this. We can actually see it on the camera. Oh my lord. Yeah, 4.2 volts. And it works good. I think it's, this has no ohm checker on it like the new one. I think it's like a 1.7 ohm microcoil on there. That's one of my go-to vapes every day. I have so much shit. It's unbelievable. This is why I'm going to start doing some giveaways to clear it out. I don't like to sell a lot of things because, I don't know. I have this thing. There's something I am going to be selling soon. It's going to be posted on the vaping classifieds or whatever. I'll get into that later. There's a lot of stuff, actually. The next one, which is probably my favorite of everything I'm using, is my DNA 20. I don't put this thing down. This is my custom Shan mod box from DNA 20 here, my Bulls mod or whatever you want to call it. And I'm also using it with the AGA T2 microcoil and cotton. And I'm using it in what they call auto dripper mode. Got this from Root Trippers, this tip on how to do this. And you can see, or well, you will be able to see now. Just gotta learn how to focus. See the coil there and the piece of cotton just sticking through? Yeah. Just put a little bit of cotton and feed it through the microcoil, and it works so much better in stainless steel mesh. Just so much better. We'll give you an example here. Let me turn her on, and we'll rock her to, she's 1.6 ohm. Put her up to 11 watts for now. It's early in the day for me. Let's see if we can actually pick up the DNA 20 screen. Look at the beautiful screen on this guy. Beautiful. Anyways, come back out. I'll get better at that. It's just going to take me some time to get used to it. And in auto dripper mode, you kind of just give it a tilt, get that cotton wet, and vape. And the vapor that this thing throws out in microcoil with the cotton is great. The flavor is great. There's no shorts. It's just so much easier to set up in stainless steel mesh. I'm almost said goodbye to stainless steel mesh completely because it's just a pain in the ass. And you can see the vapor that this thing just throws it out. It's great. I might do a tutorial now that I have something that I can actually zoom in on things. Show you guys how I set that up. But Rip Trippers, thank you for showing me that one. Check his videos out. He's a great reviewer and great tutorials he does. A lot of tips and tricks. I say a lot. I'm trying to stop that. What's one of my next? There's not many more actually. It's the and by the way, in that tank, I use my DIY blackberry honey mix, and I love this stuff. It's the only stuff I make, and I know how to make. It's great. And then you got the Magneto, the good old Magneto, still holding true. It's been 2 months now. I've had this guy. I still love it. Pick it up every night or every other night. I use this mainly at night. I'm weird like that. I start with low wattages, low voltages in the morning. And as my day progresses, I seem to get more stressed out and tension builds, and I up my nicotine and up my wattage and whatnot. So then I go to this guy, and this is my iGoL with some Spacesuit Surprise that I drip in there. And an 18650 battery. It's about fully, maybe not fully, it's about halfway charged right now actually. Try to step back to show you, not blowing it into the camera like some reviewers. And it is a fog machine. Nonetheless, I love that iGoL with that SmokeTech Magneto. They just work good together. And again, using Spacesuit Surprise in there. And what last I'll get to is something I haven't done a review on. Well, the topper. It's the Trident clone here. There's my review. Drop something again. It's the Trident clone from FastTech. This is this little bastard right here. Little bastard. That's what I call it. This guy is just great. Let's see, can we focus on the Grand Vapor logo? Is that going to pick up? Yes, again, I'm one of those guys, and I have to learn how to use this autofocus the right way. But it does say Grand Vapor on there, which you can't see again. But anyways, it's a great little dripper. It is a clone. It's a dual coil setup right now in there. It has the airflow control. Make sure I don't drip juice everywhere. You can see the holes there. They give you tons of different setups for airflow. Massive hole, bunch of little ones, some dual coil holes. And you could just rock it any way you like. And it's a great little dripper, but I will do a full-on review of that. That might be next, because I think this one's been sitting for a little bit. You know what, let me pop a battery in here, because I don't have a battery in here. And I'll take a vape on it and show you guys how that performs. Battery, here we go. Got all my mods just sitting next to me right now. Today's the day off. Today's the day where I clean and fiddle with everything. Ooh. 18650 battery, Panasonic. Those gray ones, those are great batteries, by the way. Battery safety. That's another topic. And we'll put some Tranquility Trauma. This is definitely my favorite from Moon Mountain. That's just a great e-liquid. Drip some here on the coils. This is blind, isn't it? And line up my freaking air holes with my dual coil hole. There we go. These O-rings are super tight on here. And we're firing. Sometimes it fires and like the juice will shoot out of the hole. Why is it not hitting right? I put enough juice in there. Contact not right. It's hitting really weak. Really weak. Could be my build. Could definitely be my build in here. My air holes are lined up. Fiddling, fiddling, fiddling. Let's give it another try. I think my coils are messed up. Yeah, it's not hitting right. That's for sure. Usually it's a lot more of an intense vape that comes out of here, but there's always technical difficulties with my reviews. It's a great setup. When I have it working right, I might have a short or something because the button feels a little bit hot. So we're gonna set that aside for now. We'll fiddle with that later. And pop it back in here. And yeah, that's what I'm using. That's what's working for me. I got a few mechanicals, two to name a few. My DNA 20, and a few just standard regulated egos and cigar-like Vapor Zeus here. That's that. Let me get my, oh, you know what, before I cut to the contest portion, let me get to something that I received from Diablo Mods, and I am not a person who buys, what's the word, the legit versions. I buy the clones because I don't have that kind of money. No offense to the modders, it's nothing against you. You guys make awesome products, just not in my price range. This is the Diablo Mods. This is a hybrid. I won it on the Vape Team ECC show that they did 2 weeks ago or whatever it was now. I have set it up a few times. Well, twice to name a few times. It's a beautiful looking mod. It's got the locking ring down here. Let's see its serial number. Serial number. We're going to get this focus to work. This autofocus slider is shitty already. Okay, there we go. There you go. Serial number 601. Okay. Alright. So what I'm giving away is something I did a review a while back. I'll post a link below. It's called the Beautiful Telescopic Draw Tube, I believe was the name of it. I don't hate the device by any means. I just don't use it. I have so much stuff, as you saw some of the stuff I do use. I still have other stuff up there, like my E-CIG and my VAML, that I really don't use often. and other egos, and yeah, stuff like that that I don't use very often. So this one just kind of sits on the shelf. I was gonna sell it, but I paid $50 for it when it was new, and now it's just become the guy that sits there and collects dust. So unfortunately for me, I'm gonna give it away. Fortunately for you, somebody's gonna get it. It is a great little mod. It has some voltage drop that's somewhat noticeable, but if you hook it up with something like low ohm, 0.7 ohm dripper or something, it works great. I've tested it, and I will show you how well it works. I have done a few modifications, which I'll point out real quick. I did sand down the top contact here. It is brass now. I did the inner contact in here is also brass. And I did sand down something you're not going to be able to see, I don't think. The actual contact in here for the button. It's brass now too. The only thing that I tried to sand down that didn't turn out brass is here. And that's where your flaw is going to be, because there's no brass there. It's just stainless steel. So anyways, let me put in a battery and get my dripper, and I'll show you how this guy vapes. The threads on this are really good for, I guess you would call this a GG clone-ish, or a anything with a pinky fire. Look at how smooth those threads are. Yeah, it's smooth. It's a very well-made device. Put in an 18650 battery. Set that down. There we go. And the top pin is adjustable. You need a flathead, or you can use your nail to adjust that. I just use my fingers here. Just set this up a little better, but I'll put my iGo L dripper on here. It's flush now. There you go, flush. I'll adjust my pin till it just makes contact, which is probably going to be all the way. There we go. Let's see if it fires. I haven't tried it with this dripper, so. And we'll just snug her up. A little squeak in the threads. Snug. It's firing. Let me drip a little juice in this baby boy. I'll show you she performs, and she performs relatively well. It's just, like I said, just one of those I don't use. So I drip tip back on. And like I said, it works great. It's a great little mechanical, especially good for somebody starting off. Just remember, if you're starting off to low ohms, like the 0.7s and the 0.6s and even the 0.5s, or anything lower, please use a proper battery. AWIMRs, these Panasonic CGR silver ones have 10 amp outputs. There's some MNKE batteries that have good amp draw output. Amp draw, is that what it is? Amperage, yeah. This is a 10 amp, which would be fine for anything, I think up to 0.5. There's a calculator online you can look up to. Ohms calculator, ohmslawcalculator.com. So I'm giving that away. Enough about it. And how are you going to enter to win this? I'm not doing any fancy thing. The only thing I'm going to say is you must be subscribed to win, first of all. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe and then enter. And you're going to send me an email, and I'm going to post, I believe, there. I'll post a email address. It's going to be dog31687@gmail.com. Yes, the email is old. It's from when I was a kid. I never changed it. So it's just dog31687. When I was a kid, I liked dogs. It's kind of stupid. 316 was because I was a big Stone Cold fan at the time, and 87 was the year I was born. You could laugh about it if you want, but that's what my email means. So send me email there, and in the subject line, not in the body, just write contest mechanical mod. Contest mechanical mod. If you win, I will tell you. Then I will contact you. You'll send me your address and and where you want it shipped, and that's pretty much it. So dog31687@gmail.com. Subject contest mechanical mod. It must say that, or I'll throw it away, because it's going to be in a special folder. And make sure you're a subscriber. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and then do it. Because if you're not subscribed, you're not going to win. That's all I'm asking. Nice and simple. I only have 105 subscribers, so to me that's a good accomplishment. But your chances of winning this are good if you enter. And I take it by the time this thing's over, it won't be anymore. So that's all you're gonna do. What's I gotta tell you? So like I said, what's coming up? The Vapor Zeus, the Trident Dripper. I'm getting an iTaste SVD. I don't know if I'm gonna review it because again, it's been reviewed. And maybe that Diablo mod if I review it, unless I just sell it before I review it. But then, stuff to think about for me, not for you guys. I'll take a few vapes here, and then we're gonna wrap this one down. Wrap it down, wrap it up. Whew. That'd give you a good kick in the morning. Right now it's about, well, it's not morning anymore, it's afternoon for me. But I want to thank you all for watching. Hope one of you is the lucky winner for this little telescopic mod, the beautiful telescopic draw tube mod. I will be back with some more interesting reviews next Wednesday. Oh, contest. It does end. We're going to end it short. We're going to make it a quick contest. Wednesday. Next Wednesday. So actually, it'll end Wednesday at midnight. So Wednesday at 12. Well, it'll be Friday morning, actually. Wait, no. Hold on. I'm all confused. Thursday. Wednesday at 12 a.m. So Thursday, as soon as Wednesday going into Thursday, that will be the end of it. I always get so confused with this shit. Wednesday, as soon as it hits, well, as soon as it hits Thursday, the contest is over. There's the best way to say it. As soon as it hits Thursday, 12 o'clock a.m., it's done. But anything after that will be thrown away. So that's that. And again, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you'd like more info. PM me, comments, concerns, anything you got. Feel free to ask me. I'm always here. Or if not, I try to be here. And until next time, stay good. I was about to say stay good. Live well and vape on.